Donald Trump is backing out of all of his campaign promises, which is pretty damn typical for politicians. NAFTA, that was just a failure. Even, Bill Clinton said it's a disaster. But I don't know what the hell this guy's doing. But what about repeal Obamacare? Well, that's not really happening. Tax breaks, well, I think some of the tax proposals actually cost the middle-class American to spend more money on their taxes. So that's not really helping us out. What about jail her? That didn't really do much. I mean, that just kind of faded to the wayside. And what's crazy is, I know exactly who hacked the election. Even South Park does. There's so many people that actually know who hacked the election, and it wasn't Russia. It was the damn internet party. And I'll include links to those videos that I did where I show everyone exactly. And they're very brief videos. Because it's not rocket science. I do research. I'm very good at putting pieces together. But all the military movement going on right now, it's not good. But it's really not that good. It's not good for us. What it's happening is posturing. I'm just wondering, okay, with all these pieces moving around, what's actually going on? And I had to redo this video a couple of times. So I can't remember if I said, thinking about Reagan and how, he was saying that an outside threat would bring this world together. I'll include a link, of him saying that. But there's just so many things going on right now, and what it all revolves around is the economy, but the thing is, that's not making sense. Fuel prices are going down again, and they've been fluctuating, going up, bouncing around, give or take, 15-20 cents per gallon. Beautiful guy. But yeah, there's that. Oh Jesus, forgot what I was saying. There's just so much crazy crap going on, and different pieces moving around, and I'm just wondering, like, what's actually going on? Oh, the economy, and what's with that wall situation? All that's doing is creating economic difficulties with our neighboring countries. I mean, Mexico does a lot of our production. And what is awful is that people don't even have the common sense enough to figure out, like, the actual proper ways to go about solving these problems. I've gone over it countless times, and what it comes down to is that the only thing that's stopping this country from being the success that's supposed to be, the winners that we're supposed to be, is that so many personal interests get involved in the way of running this country. People put themselves before their country, and that's why we have all this crazy crap. Government shutdown. Why? Because we have two parties, and when one party doesn't like the other party, then all of a sudden it's stonewalled, and nothing gets done, and government doesn't. They waste more money. This is why we need to have a bigger house. We need to have more parties in the house. No one should have. It shouldn't be, who has control of the house, because no one should have control of the house. Because we see what happens when someone has control of the house. They abuse their damn power. Freaking the military and the Air Force is doing stop loss on pilots. The F-22 is a piece of crap. The F-35 is a piece of crap. And those are our new warplanes. But fifth generation, but they can't compare to freaking fourth generation Russian planes. Not to mention, that's what I'm saying, is like the last little bit's been really crazy. And at the same time, my computer's been acting up, and I'm waiting for the Gex to come out for my S8 because my phone is essentially, you know, the size of a small laptop, and with Gex I'm able to use my phone and work from my phone as a desktop. Can touch keyboard and the monitor and mouse and everything at the same time. You know, so I haven't paid for internet in a little bit because I don't really see the point, because I'm getting like 10 gigs of data and whatnot, and there's so much free internet around anyways, and so why pay for something? And I can do a majority of the stuff on my phone off, you know, using unlimited data, and then when I need to go online, so I can conserve. It's being a minimalist. That's what it comes down to. All right, people. Take care, be safe, be kind, stay strong, and enjoy this wonderful weather. Because I think spring is actually starting to make its way here. So, all right, party people, get your affairs in check. You know, one last thing is, earlier this week, a water main broke here in Fredericksburg, and the water pressure dropped down below 14 psi, pounds per square inch, and so the water became unsafe to drink. And so what it comes down to is everyone should have, you know, a couple days of water. If there's any vacancy in the fridge, someone's refrigerator, use an empty liquid container and fill it up with water and just put it in your fridge, because it does a couple of things. Number one, it stores the cold from your refrigerator, so your refrigerator doesn't have to cycle on as much, because it's not dropping the temperature as fast, because there's a thermal battery in there. And also the water is potable, so it's drinkable. Alright? So just take that in consideration. Alright, I love you all. Be safe, be kind, stay strong, stay sexy,